Hey, this is Axis. Ever wonder how to take down a frozen witch attack and stop it in its tracks? Well, at the Town Hall 10 level, it's possible. Check these out. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to defend against a frozen witch attack. I'm going to use some really good frozen attacks here. This one is by Sir T-Bone. First, I'm going to show you what is a frozen witch attack, and it's basically a cookie cutter style of attack. You've got 3 or 4 witches on one side and 2 healers, 3 or 4 witches on the other side and 2 healers, and then a wall wrecker. The wall wrecker is going to go through the base toward where the town hall is, so it's just on the other side of the base. So it's a standard. You know where they're going to drop the wall wrecker. Here it is, wall wrecker with the heroes behind, and a couple of witches are following behind there, using the frozen spell judiciously on top of any wizard tower or inferno tower. Got to protect up not only the troops that are inside, but the wall wrecker. Want to make sure the wall wrecker goes in as far as possible, so that the core troops. It's typical also in a frozen witch to pack that wall wrecker with a bunch of bowlers. So here he goes, popped it open, boom. So using these, Sir T-Bone used rage and a heal to get those bowlers moving fast, wiping down the inside. Boom, there it goes. So this right here is a typical, very typical frozen witch attack. I like how he dropped 2 archers in the very, very beginning on the town hall. I know there's a joke in there somewhere, like how many archers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Well, how many archers does it take to bring down a town hall? So we're going to see here. Anyway, there it goes. Down they go. So nicely done, Sir T-Bone, showing us a good standard frozen witch attack. Okay, so now we know how to attack with it. How are you going to stop them in their tracks? Okay, so Thirsty Traveler, show us how it's done. Let's see, we have 4 witches, 2 healers on one side, 4 witches, 2 healers on the other side. Let them take care of the fun a little bit. Alright, time to drop a few witches, and then the wall wrecker. Gotta get that going, get that pathing in there, and then as soon as the walls are open, he's gonna drop the heroes. Standard, right? Boom, 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 boom. Cookie cutter. Got it. Alright, what will stop? That will stop right there. Did you see that? In any attacking army, whether in real life or here in the game, any attacking army, if you want to stop them, you have to get to their supply chain. You get them hungry, they're not going to be able to fight, right? So what is feeding these witches? It's the healers. If you can take out the healers, then this frozen witch attack is nothing. So what will take out those healers? If you place right there, it was that Seeking Airmine that took out the healer. What you should do is, you've got 5 of them. This is at the Town Hall 10 level. Go ahead and place 2 on each side, 1 on each side, where the if you can kind of see where they're going to be dropped, because you know how the pathing is going to be. You know that the wall wrecker has to go through the base. So kind of look at your base when you're designing it. Place your Seeking Air Mines on each side of where that wall wrecker is going to go, because you know that's where they're going to drop the 4 witches and 2 healers. Take care of the healer, okay? And then a little bit further, drop 2 more Seeking Air Mines. Now it's a smaller area that the healer has to go over. See, another one that's taken down there. It's a smaller area that has to float over. So you have to make sure and kind of figure it out and get where they're going to be, okay? So that's number 1. If you have those Seeking Air Mines closer to the center of the base, it's a why bother. The effect is just not going to be there. And the frozen witches, it's used a lot right now at the Town Hall 10 level. So you definitely want to start thinking about defending against them. This attack right here, Bank Got No Money. This should have been Bank Got No Stars, because this one should not have happened. This one, if everything was placed right, it would have been stopped in its tracks. All right, same thing witches, healers, witches, healers. Here comes the wall wrecker going through there. Now, he did have a seeking air mine coming up here in a few seconds, but the thing was, not all of the healers were down. Now there goes one. The air defense right there, that's the second thing that you needed to take care of or use to your benefit. Seeking air mine, but next is that air defense. See how it's shooting right now? Gonna take out, boom. Now those witches right there, they are not defended. Nothing is defending right there. So right in that corner would have been a perfect place to put a giant bomb. Perfect. Or past that air defense, had there been some type of a splash damage, not single hits, but a splash damage, those witches right there would have been gone. If those witches were taken out, this may not have happened. This may not have happened. Taken out earlier, much earlier. Here we go, using a few archers on the town. How many archers does it take to bring out? There's a joke in there somewhere, I know it. But, so that's something to consider. Not only placing the traps, but also placing your defenses as well. All right, here we go for another one. This one is using 6 freezes. So looking at the base, we have at the 12 o'clock where the town hall is. So of course we're going to go through from the 6 to the 12. So we've got healers with their witches, healers with their witches, 2 sides, right? And then going to go up through the center. So I would argue that to place a couple of those seeking air mines on the edges, right where those healers are. Now those will also benefit if you are attacked with a queen walk, so that'll help defend against those as well. Also, put the air defense a little bit closer to the edge so that if any of the witches or healers survive, you can take them down that way. Over on the left, see how it was a storage, gold storage. It grouped the witches together. So after they're grouped together, that's where, right afterwards is where you want to put a giant bomb, because you want to, if a giant bomb just takes out one witch, it's a why bother. You want to make sure to take out a bunch of witches at one time, and use get as much impact as possible on those. Also, I noticed the skelly traps or whatever, skelly traps right there. See how it's going? The witches can take care of them very, very fast. So the skelly traps are mainly for your air attacks. You want to use the skelly traps more for if you're attacked with loons. So don't place them as far out on the edge. When you place them closer to the center of the base, so that they're not, the witches will wipe them out very easily. So there are some defenses right there to protect your base against a frozen witch attack. Now I have one more attack to show you. This attack, it's not a frozen witch attack, but it is so OP. This is like the GOAT player of the war right here at the town hall tent. We're not worthy. I love this attack. Oh, it's beautiful. He planned this one out. Way to go, Prince Alvaro. Starting off with a queen walk. Take care of that side using the baby dragon to kind of wipe that side so that she stays on the inside, so that she can follow in when a wall wrecker is finally dropped. Over on the other edge, using a P.E.K.K.A. and some witches. That P.E.K.K.A. will be a really good defense for those witches because there is no healer on them. So I want to make sure that they last a little bit longer. So here comes the wall wrecker, and using a ton of bowlers, beautiful funneling. Beautiful funneling. They're all gonna, there's nowhere else for them to go, so they're going to the center of the base. And I love how he uses the freezes here. He's protecting that wall wrecker. You want to get that wall wrecker and open up the walls so that those bowlers can go in and bring down more, raging those bowlers. Boom, boom, boom. And here he also brought a jump spell. Why are you bringing a jump spell? You've got a wall wrecker to open up walls. But he realized, see how that split is? But there's that section there that he could not, those troops couldn't get to, so he needed a jump spell to get over there. So that's beautiful. So look at the space. Once that wizard tower goes down, boom, there are no more defenses, and that wall wrecker still hasn't even popped. So very, very nicely done. And the question is, okay, what do we have in here? Have you ever wondered how many ice golems it takes to bring down a town hall? Well, here we go. There's a joke in there somewhere. Anyway, so way to go, little Tater Tots. This is CWL. Nicely done. Bye, guys.